What is up, everyone? It is Tuesday, February 10th, 2026, and you are locked into the Homestead Road Weekly News. I'm your host, Devon Walton. We are 41 days into the new year, and if you thought the winter chill would freeze the market, you have not been paying attention. We've got a massive show today. We're breaking down a historic acquisition right here in the Twin Cities, looking at why Madison is currently the tightest market in the Midwest, and checking in on a $250 million bet being placed in the Tampa market. We've got the data, we've got the dates, we've got a strategy, so let's ride. Leading off with some major news from our own backyard, PR Newswire reported just 5 days ago on February 5th that Homestead Road has officially completed the acquisition of Twin Cities home buyers. This isn't just a local headline, folks. This is a national signal. Our CEO, Andrei Sekulic, called the foundation a long-term vision to professionalize the fix and flip industry. We are talking about moving away from the fragmented hobbyist flipper and towards a trusted tech-enabled brand. Since 2007, Homestead Road has done over $1 billion in transactions, and the acquisition is just the first step in a national roll-up strategy. So if you're a homeowner in the Twin Cities, this means more resources, better technology, and a more seamless way to sell your home as is. The game is changing, and we're the ones changing it. And speaking of changing the game, if you're ready to move, but don't want the stress of the traditional market, go to https://homesteadroad.com. We are buying homes right now as is, on your timeline. No repairs, no commissions, just a clean, stress-free break. Visit homesteadroad.com today. Sticking with Minnesota, the Minneapolis area realtors and DRG Real Estate just released their February updates, and the word for 2026 is thoughtful. We aren't in that bid over asking on site mania anymore. According to MI Homes' February 2nd update, active listings in the metro have recovered to about 3.1 months of supply. Now that's a huge win for buyers. You actually have time to do your due diligence. But sellers, listen up. 19% of active listings have seen recent price adjustments. You can't just throw a number at the wall and hope it sticks and see who comes through the front door. The median price is stabilizing around $365,000 with sustainable appreciation of about 2%. It's a healthy, predictable market. And in real estate, predictable is a beautiful thing. So let's look at the raw numbers from the weekly market activity report ending late January, published on February 2nd. New listings in the Twin Cities are actually down 11.2% year over year. We have 7,500 homes in inventory, which sounds like a lot, but pending sales are also dipping slightly. And check the rates. As of February 5th, Zillow Home Loans reports Minnesota's 30-year fixed rate is sitting at 5.99%. We are finally back in the fives, people. This is the psychological threshold we've been waiting for. But here's the rub. So even with rates easing, Redfin noted this week that the typical U.S. home is sitting for 64 days. Here in Minnesota, well-priced homes move, but the missing middle gap is real. We aren't building fast enough. So if you're selling, you've got to be flexible, using concessions, closing cost credits. Those are the new standards for winning a deal. So, 1, 2, with homes sitting for 64 days on the average, do you really want to wait 2 months to find out if your buyer's financing finally goes through? Skip the wait. Go to homesteadroad.com. We give you a cash offer and you can close in days, not months. That's homesteadroad.com. All right, let's cross the river over to Wisconsin. If you think the Minnesota market is tight, look over at Madison. Mad City Dream Homes just dropped their February 2nd update, and it is wild. Madison is in an extreme seller's market. We're talking about 0.80 months of supply. That's less than 4 weeks of inventory, folks. The median price has skyrocketed to $415,000. So on top of that, the State of Wisconsin Investment Board, or SWIB, just announced on February 6th that they're eyeing a $240 million in new U.S. real estate commitments. The institutional money is looking at the Midwest as a safe haven. So if you're a buyer in Dane County, you better have your pre-approval letter ready, tattooed on your arm maybe, because the homes are gone in as little as 23 days. Finally, let's go south, down to Tampa, where the residential market is rebalancing with about 4.3 months of supply. The big money is betting on density. TBBW magazine and the Business Observer reported on February 5th that the TGH-anchored development in East Ybor City is officially moving forward. We're also seeing Simon Property Group sink $250 million into International Plaza. Tampa's transforming from a vacation spot into a mature urban core. Median prices are holding at $400,000, but Moving to Florida Guide reports that 33% of active listings are seeing price reductions. It's a battle of the new Tampa versus the old expectations. If you're a seller in Florida right now, you aren't competing with a neighbor. You're competing with massive new developments and builder incentives. So folks, that's the news for this week, February 10th. Things are moving fast, from the 5% rate breakthrough in Minnesota to the extreme sprints in Madison and the massive redevelopment in Tampa. So don't let the market dictate your future. Take control of it. Whether you're dealing with an inherited property, a rental headache, you're tired of managing, or just want a fresh start without the 64-day wait, Homestead Road is here. www.homesteadroad.com right now. Get your fair cash offer. Move forward with confidence. I'm Devon Walton. Stay sharp, stay informed, and I'll see you next week.